So I'm going to start by removing this cover here behind the door handle, stick a trim tool in here and just pry it out. Preferably use plastic so it doesn't damage the plastic. Then there are 2 Phillips head screws that you have to remove. I'll start with this top one. And one down here behind the handle. Okay, that's all for here. And next, this large armrest piece, it's actually just a cover, and that has to pop off, which will expose more mounting screws. So I'm going to take this same trim tool and stick it back here and just pry it out. It's held on by several push clips, so it's pretty tightly secured in there. Just pull straight out like that. There we go. Some more Phillips heads. I'm going to start over here and just work my way to the other side. There's also one on the bottom here. Oh, I missed one. I missed one over here. Last one. Okay, this piece comes off and it frees the door panel at the top here. At this point, all we have is push clips that hold this door panel on. So I'm going to take my plastic trim tool, stick it in here, and just try to pry them out. They are pretty stiff, so don't be afraid to tug on it, but make sure you don't break them. There we go. I'm going to pop this corner piece out just to make room for the lower part of the door panel to come off. Set that aside. Now we can lift this, pull it out, and then lift it up. Should unhook from the door. Then on the back side, don't go too far because you have some wiring. Next, with a pocket screwdriver, I'm just going to gently pry down on the locking clip of this lock switch and pull it straight out. Okay. And next we have the window switches and the mirror switch, which are right up here. Okay. I guess that makes things a little bit easier. Push that through. Okay, there's that one. And here's this one. Okay, set this all aside. Now let's pull back the vapor barrier. Be careful with this butyl tape here. It's super sticky, so if it gets on your clothes or in your hair somehow, it's not going to be fun trying to get this back out. So once you're inside the door panel, you can see the latch assembly here. And I'm going to start by disconnecting the 2 rods that go to it while it's still steadily mounted, so that way it doesn't flop around everywhere. So pull those off. There's another one down underneath here. And they're just kind of pressed in. Next, I'm going to unplug an electrical connector right here. Pull down on the locking tab and pull it straight out. So I just stuck my finger in there, pried this down, pull it straight out. set this aside for now. And next, we'll move to the outside of the door, and we'll unbolt the latch with the 3 bolts. T30 Torx, remove all 3 bolts. At this point, I'm going to come over here and pop the rod out of this plastic piece. And so with a pick, I'm going to put the pick right in here and pull this end out. That will unlock this. And then I'm actually just going to leave the pick in there. There we go. I'm going to use this pry bar and just tap this whole assembly that way. There we go. With a 10mm socket, I'm going to unbolt this bolt right here. This is going to allow me to move the window track back and forth so I can free up that latch. Okay. So at the top here, you can see another connector. I'll go ahead and disconnect this one. And I guess it wants to come out the bottom. There it is. And the only thing left to do now is to unbolt this little lock actuator motor and swap it over to our new latch. Now I'm going to use a T10, remove these 2 bolts, and that should release a little actuator motor off of the latch assembly. Okay, there we go. Turn this sideways and pull it out. There's the old latch. I'm going to start by putting this piece in here, just like that, and then line it up with these 2 mounting holes. Then we'll put the 2 little screws back. Go ahead and snug both of them up. All right, and we are now ready to reinstall this. Since it came out the bottom, I'm going to stick it back in through the bottom. Stick it up. And here I'm going to connect the electrical connector for this one up top. Oops. Make sure it clicks. And next I'm going to line it up with the bolt holes from the outside, and I'm just going to start these, that way it doesn't move around and it doesn't fall. And then I know there's also that plastic piece that holds it in, so I'm going to get that attached. Okay. Now let's reconnect all these rods. I'm going to start back here with the first ones that we unhooked, just because I can easily access them right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and press them into their spot. You can pretty much only put them in one way, so you can't accidentally put them in backwards or in the wrong spot, because they will fall into place wherever they belong. So just go ahead and latch those in. Okay, and then there are these 2 over here, and same for these. They will just fall into place wherever they belong because one is longer and has different shapes. The other one is a little shorter and has different bends to it. So, now that that's done, now let's put in the plastic retainer, and this mostly just helps hold in these rods and get seated right here. Make sure that the two little pins line up with the door latch. There we go, just like that. But also make sure that it goes into this panel here. There we go. That's in. Perfect. Let's connect this electrical connector. Okay. Snap that rod back into place, and let's finish tightening up these bolts. Now we just want to test it out, so I'm going to use my pick to basically pretend that I'm closing the door. That's latched. I'm going to pull the outer door handle. It opens the door for me. Perfect. Latch it again, pull the inner door handle. That works. And just to test out the lock and make sure that it is activating, I'm going to lock the door. Perfect. Unlock it, and it opens. So it all works. So one last thing is to put back this bolt here for the window track. Just kind of line it up, and you can see the mark from where the bolt was before with this large washer. So when you put it in, just make sure you line it up with that mark. That way you know that it's exactly where it was before. Nice and snug. There you go. Let's put the vapor barrier back. Just gonna stick it over here first. And then make sure all of your wires go through. Connect everything that needs to be connected underneath it. If this doesn't stick, you can either use some regular tape to hold it up or some more butyl tape if you have any. But usually it should still be sticky. Slide this in this way. Put the vapor barrier over just like that. Okay, let's get the door panel. Connect the screen connector to the lock switch. Take these two wires and feed them through the hole in the top here, and then we'll take the door panel, hook it over the door here. We'll leave those to be connected in a little bit, and then it looks like everything is lined up, so I'm just going to press in all the push clips. That looks good. Let's connect the window switch over here. Make sure your mirror switch connector goes through this forward slot here, and go ahead and connect it. Press this down. Hey, it works. Now let's put in all the screws that hold the door panel to the door. Let's put in the two medium length screws here and here that hold this trim piece onto the door handle. Now take this piece and line it up. And then this one had several bolts holding, or screws holding it on. There were these two main anchor screws for the door. They go into the larger openings here. There's one over there and one over here. And then this piece was also held on by four little screws. here. One that went straight down in here. And then 2 over here. Okay, and then there was a cover that covered all this, of course, which is this piece right here. It's got some metal clips on the back side. Just make sure you line them all up before you press it into place so you don't break them. That's that. And now we're missing this last trim piece here. That covers the door handle. So slide this on. It has a couple hooks on the back side. Those have to slide in first. And then press the front in. Just like that. That's perfect. This one also has a clip on the back side that has to line up, and then a little tab here that hooks in first, like this, and then it should automatically line up. And there you have it.